Jobs and the economy will always be a top priority for the government that I lead, but during this period of continuing economic fragility, that will be especially and particularly so. At the same time, of course, the Parliament will be preparing to take on new powers on tax and on welfare spending. So that's why, when I announce the new Cabinet next week, I will, for the first time in the SNP's time in office, separate responsibility for the economy from responsibility for finance. I intend to appoint a dedicated Cabinet Secretary for the economy. His or her time will be focused entirely on supporting the economy and engaging intensively with business to make sure we are doing everything possible to stimulate growth, boost productivity and help protect and create well-paid jobs. How Parliament holds the Government and First Minister to account are not matters for me to decide. These are rightly matters for Parliament to decide. However, I do have views on these issues. There are a range of ways in which I think parliamentary scrutiny of government could be strengthened and which I'm sure the new presiding officer will want to consider. But there are two in particular that I want to mention today that I would like to see introduced. Firstly, I think there should be more time allocated to First Minister's questions every week. If the weekly session of FMQs was extended from half an hour to even, say, 45 minutes, there would be the ability to protect time for backbench questions without reducing or diluting in any way the time afforded to party leaders. And secondly, I think the First Minister should appear before committee conveners on a much more regular basis than has been the case in the past. My view is that quarterly sessions would give more timely and more regular opportunities for an in-depth questioning and scrutiny across a whole range of subjects and government responsibilities. As I've said, these are not matters for me to decide, and I want to be very clear about that. But when the new presiding officer is elected tomorrow, I will write to him or her to formally suggest these changes, and also, in addition to these particular suggestions, signify our openness to other changes to how the Parliament works as well.